you could tell she did not want to let us do this. Like, we can't, we have to, like, even ask them if we could do it. Like, they...
Well, that's what I was saying.
Because they might be like, what if they say something bad about it?
Yeah, like, the food sucks.
Yeah, it took 25 extra minutes.
Yeah, most of the time.
Yeah, but I've seen people do reviews of
They're probably just using their phone. They don't have a production set up here. Like, if you were doing this with your phone right now, they wouldn't even know.
Okay, so start off talking about where we are and the population is as
Just go. We are 850 Wharf. The population of this city is 10,916.
Can everybody figure out what they want to eat? Because, like, we're going to just keep pissing this waiter off. We didn't do that yet. We have to order you the grossest thing on the menu. Are we going to do that today or not? What are you going to get, Mo?
A Mahi or the chicken parmesan, maybe.
No wonder you're so tired. You eat chicken parm for lunch.
Dude, what else is there?
He always pick on what he picked.
I know. That's like that. That's part of our.
That's part of our.
What are you gonna get?
Pan fried mahi or chicken parm.
What the? Chicken parm? It's like 10:30 in the morning.
What's your point?
No wonder you're so
have
tired.
some chicken parm. Eating chicken parm for breakfast.
Yeah.
Who does that? You want some gator bites to start, Mo?
Have you had gator bites?
No. Would you like to try some?
I'm down. Or 850 crab dip. That's good too, I know. You're trying to eat gator at 10:30 in the morning? What is wrong with you?
You can eat gator anytime.
Yeah, Gator's an anytime meal.
I don't think so.
Chicken parm, that's like,
I know, dense.
comes with like a bottle of wine. Like, you're gonna have like a nice red, like a nice red glass of red.
Some Chardonnay.
Yeah. All right, so we're gonna do crab dip and gator. What are you gonna get? You getting chicken?
Chicken tenders.
Oh, chicken tenders. I am 7. So the area has grown a lot in the last couple of years. Since I moved here from Destin in 2005. I was just sick and tired of the Destin traffic. I was working for a yacht sales company at the time, and like the weekends would hit, and I didn't want to go anywhere because the traffic sucked in the summer. So we decided to move over here to Niceville, found a nice little house in the heat of the real estate boom, 2005. Paid way too much for the property, probably. Felt like at the time, anyway.
Can I get 3 out?
Do you mind if we ask you what your favorite dish is?
I like our tacos. Shrimp tacos are really good.
Shrimp tacos? Okay. So we came here to shoot a video today. And Mo's the only one who got anything even related to seafood, except for our appetizers. We got gator bites and 850 crab dip coming.
Right. The crab dip is famous here at 850 Wharf.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I remember last time I went on a boat, we literally came here just to park for 10 minutes to get some crab dip and then enjoy the rest of our day. But it's a good pit stop if you're out in the water.
I parked one time for 10 minutes and got crabs.
Which
Crabby
kind?
dip, just crabs.
Not from me. He looked at me.
Not from her. Before
That's
I
what I'm
met,
looking
before
at.
I met
Do
her.
you know this?
All right, so back to 2005. So yeah, we moved here in 2005. The area, Niceville, has grown tremendously since. We had tons of new restaurants, lots of different style restaurants, not just your normal chains. A lot of mom and pop style,
How many
individually owned restaurants.
How many waterfront restaurants are in Niceville?
1, 2, 3, gotta be 5 or 6.
Right? You got docks. You got
Docks, you got the boathouse, you got the locals, you've got 850 Wharf, you've got schooners.
the main 5.
So you got those 5 right there.
Yeah. And then you got Nick's Seafood. Have you been there? Oh, I know
Yes.
that's
That's not Niceville.
That's not Niceville, but
You're directionally
I think
challenged.
it's still worth it to go there. It's still like
What year were you born?
20 or 97.
20.
97.
I didn't ask how old you were. I asked what year were you born?
I was born 97.
97. Holy shit. I graduated high school in 95. So let's see. I was 20 when you were born. Am I your dad?
You act like it, except my dad does not act like you at all.
That's Probably a good thing.
You have 2 dads.
My 2 dads.
My 2 dads.
That was a TV show. You remember that one? It was in the late 80s. Now we're pushing over 16,000 people, I believe, in Niceville. And, with the development of Deer Moss Creek coming in, that's going to be creating over another 2,500 to 3,000 homes. So ultimately, the population is just going to continue to grow here in the Niceville area. One of the biggest things that I didn't know that I was going to love about living in Niceville is proximity. I moved to Niceville to get out of the Destin traffic, but we're still 15 minutes from Destin, like being in the heart of Destin, going across the bridge. So it's very convenient and nice to be able to just jump across the bridge. But on holiday weekends like this weekend, it's nice to be able to just stay over here on this side and not have to deal with traffic over there. But at the time, it never even dawned on me that I was moving remotely close to an airport because I didn't have any money to fly anywhere anyway. So airports didn't matter. But now that we do a lot of traveling for business and for pleasure, getting in your car and being at the airport in 15 minutes, 10 minutes is very convenient. And it's a small airport. I believe we've got Delta, Allegiant, Southwest, and American basically fly in and out of the airport here. No, there's not a ton of direct flights going to other areas. Most of the time you're going Dallas, Charlotte, Atlanta. Those 3 hubs, you can pretty much get anywhere in the world from those 3 places. But most of the time when you leave here, you're going there. Allegiant and Southwest have some other...
I like those.
They have some direct flights to, I believe, Allegiant flies directly into Vegas. So Niceville has been ranked in the past the safest place to raise your family. I don't know what magazine it could have been. Niceville is us.
Definitely.
Niceville is a wonderful little community, very military oriented. Also, schools are ranked some of the best in the state.
But it's still not overpopulated. It's not, I know it's growing, but it doesn't feel like it's...
Well, you wouldn't know because you don't get up during rush hour traffic.
Okay, you're right. Actually, it does get bad. If you're going to Eglin or whatever.
True? Is that true?
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
So morning traffic, and that's probably one of the only things you really can tell where the growth has come is the traffic has gotten considerably worse in the Niceville area. You got a picture of the thing, the menu?
Yes.
You skin that gator yourself?
Yeah. Crab dip is delicious, though, isn't it? Good.
How about we start by reacting to whenever you tell someone you're from Niceville, what's...
Yeah.
You're from Niceville, huh? Is it nice there? Yes, it's real nice. So I got to the point where I just say, Mark, Niceville, Florida. Yeah, and then I say, yeah, it's real nice there. Yeah, I know. It's just like Pleasantville.
It's
also called Small Town USA.
Small town.
Are you a boggy boy?
The boggy people.
Boggy people?
Explain what a boggy boy is.
I wouldn't know. I'm not one. You're a Rocky boy.
I'm a Rocky boy.
Oh my God, I forgot about that. We totally tried to make you a shirt.
Yeah, we had to get you a shirt for Christmas, but Gina spelled it wrong. Rocky boy.
They made it Rock Boy.
Wrong boy. No.
And then I tried to send it back. I said, I need this corrected ASAP because it's a Christmas present. And they were like, we'll just refund your money.
No way.
Niceville area is very nice. There's a lot of nice things to do outside. Fun in the sun. Like today we're having lunch here at the 850 Wharf, right here on Boggy Bayou. A couple miles, well, probably 3/4 of a mile away from Turkey Creek, which is a freshwater creek that's about, 2 miles long? Yeah, I think it's 2 miles long, and the water is cold as
freezing cold water.
I mean, I remember the first time I went there, even though it was blistering hot, it was like 105 degrees. I think it may have been 4th of July weekend, 15 years ago, 18 years ago. And still, jumping in that water, it was cold as But cool thing about it is, in the summer, you got a bunch of families, and it's a great place to go put a little tube in, jump in the water, and float the 2 miles down the trail.
It's good exercise. So you walk the 2 miles all the way down, which by the end of it you're hot, and all you want to do is jump in the water.
Yeah.
And then you get in, it's still freezing cold, and you regret everything. But once after
and then you can float down, and you got turtles, you got snakes,
you got spiders.
Yeah, and you got nothing but like little kids just like
running around,
floating right there. There's alligators.
There's gators.
Just kidding. There's no gators. There's only gators right here in this plate. Right here.
Yeah, we already got all of them.
We actually got this gator from Turkey Creek earlier this morning. Right across the way over here, you have, is that Lions Park?
Lions Park and Lincoln Park.
Yeah, Lions Park's over here on the Niceville side. It's a boat launch. Great place on the water to.
Can I slide down? Oh, I'm so sorry. Of course. I don't want to mess up. No, you're good.
No problem. You in our video? But anyway, over here at the park, you can launch your boat. They got some gazebos. We've taken team pictures there before. It used to be right down my first house when I first moved to Niceville was right up the road from there. So we used to walk down there with my daughter when she was born, watch the sunset.
This is one of my favorite areas of Niceville, for sure. Like if you live anywhere on this road, or like even down closer to
What's that road called?
Dana Point. What is it called?
I don't even know.
I don't. I don't.
That's why you're behind the camera.
I don't use MapQuest. Do you use
It's called,
MapQuest?
no, MapQuest. What is this, 1984?
I'm making sure you're old.
Okay, whatever, dot matrix printer guy.
Okay, Dad.
Dad. It's called Bayshore.
Bayshore,
Hence the name. Along the bay. Road, Bayshore. Get it?
Well, that's good. It's a nice area, is all I'm saying.
So over here also at Lions Park is a great place to come for 4th of July and watch the fireworks. They bring a barge here into Boggy Bayou, and they actually have a fireworks display around, 8:30, 9 o'clock on the 4th. And they shoot the fireworks off right from the barge, right over all of Niceville here. And the place is packed. You have to get here. Some people I've even heard have come drop their car off the night before. So that way they have parking right up close. They have their coolers and all their stuff set up. So literally they just gotta walk over and they got their whole setup and they're prepared for the 4th. Actually, I believe they still have it on your water bill that you can donate each and every bill to the fireworks fund. They hit you up for that. Gets a lot of support from the community. I believe they do the Boston butt sales, also fund the fireworks. Lincoln Park's a little bit different. It's over on the Valparaiso side, closer to the Air Force Base. And the cool thing with that park is they've actually got swing set and a playground, bathrooms, and there's actually a beach area right on the water that you can actually go swimming right there. Go right out there on the
Lincoln Park is one of my favorite places out here for sure, especially when you're going boating. It's usually it's not busy typically. This part gets pretty busy. Last time I went jet skiing and we tried to go here, there was 7 boats waiting in line to get in and out.
We drove by there on our way here. It was 10:30 on a holiday weekend, and the entire parking lot, you can see cars backed up and parked on the side already.
Extra 10-minute drive to Lincoln Park will save you from fighting other boaters. Got the crab dip and the alligator bite.
Okay, it's the crab dip and the alligator.
I thought this is what they're known for.
It is. Hey, that's what Mo told me. No, you it must smack you.
Watch your mouth, Dad. We're at dinner.
This is lunch. Oh wait, this is dinner for him.
My midnight snack.
Actually, this would be breakfast, wouldn't it? So we got Lincoln Park over there. We got Lions here. We also have the Niceville Children's Park. That little park has water feature where the kids can go up and play in the little sprinkler things and whatever. We took our daughter there when she was very young. She loved it. One of the things you do have to be aware of when you're there, though, is some of the playground accessories, some of the slides and those stuff are hotter than. And I remember going up and putting my hand on something in the middle of the summer. It was it literally almost took scald in my hand and took the skin off my fingertips.
Glowing red hot.
Yeah.
My little brother used to always birthday parties. I think my mom would rent like a little gazebo or something at the children's park.
We actually did. Skylar had one of her little friends had a little party there. One of the other cool parks around here is over there at Fred Gannon, right on Rocky Bayou, at the foot of the Rocky Bayou Bridge. They actually have a boat launch there. You got to pay to get into Fred Gannon though. That's one of the differences between that and some of the other parks around here. That one you actually have to pay to enter. But they have camping. They have, I think, canoeing, kayaking. You can kind of launch your kayak or canoe from over there. And the nice thing about that is you're in a private kind of, it's a pretty big park. There's some walking trails and stuff through there. But it's kind of very private, kind of like off the beaten path. So you really could get out there with a kayak or a canoe and just canoe away.
It's a good spot.
Thank you. You want any more of that gator, Mo? Mo, you want any more of this gator?
I think I'm good.
You're done with the gator, Mo?
Yes.
So what'd you get, Mo?
I got the pan-fried Mahi-Mahi. What about you?
I got a good old American D burger. D stands for Dynamite.
Is that what it stands for?
I don't know.
Got the chicken tendies.
What is that sauce, Mo? I like it, whatever it is. The barbecue?
No.
It's not a cocktail sauce, is it?
Is it?
I think it's like it's not tartar sauce.
Cocktail sauce. What do you like to do for fun here in Niceville, Mo? Chew your food?
Swallowed it whole. I'm a fisherman. Everyone knows that. I like to go fishing. There's a lot of good
For
spots.
chicks or fish?
Fishing in the Niceville area is awesome. What's crazy is people don't know this, but LJ Schooners is like a really high quality fishing spot. They have all kinds of like trophy fish, like tarpon is a big thing over there.
I got a trophy wife.
I like fishing so much, so if you had kids, for example, like getting them into fishing in this area, you give them an activity they can do with their friends like all day long, and they'll be outside, they'll be having a good time.
So there's a lot of charity events around here, from fundraisers to 5Ks. The Emerald Coast Autism Center, we ran in their 5K this year. We just did one last week to raise money for Lewis Middle School, which is over in Valpy. And then the one event we haven't done it in a couple years was the Niceville Christmas Parade.
Did you know we won first place 2 years in a row?
In the commercial division.
Really?
For our float with our ice cream truck.
Oh wow.
We didn't have the ice cream truck the first year, did we?
No.
I think we spent $400 on ice cream. Different varieties like bomb pops and drumsticks and ice cream sandwiches and Snickers and Twix. And then we had the cheap, cheesy little popsicles, like frozen popsicle, you know, the clear ones you buy, like you go to Sam's Club and you buy a bag of like 785, 422 of them.
Freezer forever.
Yeah, and they end up getting so freezer burnt. So we had a bunch of those left over. Well, we were throwing out these ice creams. We had no idea what kind of effect this was going to have on the community and of the people. But we're throwing out the ice cream, and all of a sudden, people just start going absolutely f***ing berserk. Grown-ass men knocking over kids to get an ice cream sandwich or a drumstick. Or I remember specifically giving this guy like one of those old school fat boy like big ice cream sandwich, bigger than normal, right? So it was already like a gift. And this grown ass 35-year-old man, he's running up at me, and I hand it to him, and he takes it and he looks at it like this. Can I have something else? And I looked at him just like this, and I said, you'll take that and you'll like it.
He went on his. He was on his
And
way.
he literally was pissed off getting a free ice cream because it wasn't what he wanted. And we ended up going through every single ice cream in the entire truck, all of the popsicles, and the people were 7,684. The people were going berserk.
Acted like they had never seen an ice cream.
It was seriously the most insane thing I've ever seen. The funniest part was at the very end, though. We had to pass the judges station at the very end, and I made sure I saved enough ice cream, and I went up and I handed ice creams to each one of the judges so we could, you know,
Bribe him.
bribe them.
Like just like you do with
Hell yeah. Just like I did my high school teachers. We also have Mattie Art Center up there at the college. That's pretty solid. I think our daughter went there, saw Nutcracker last year. I was gonna try to get season tickets and surprise my wife. I just said it on camera, so it's not really a surprise anymore.
So that's where we used to go and field trips. It was a gangster time out there.
So one of the big things that kind of drives the Niceville real estate market, a lot of it has to do with being proximity to Eglin Air Force Base. You know, we got some of the best schools in the area, and with the base being 10 minutes basically from anywhere in Niceville, you get a lot of military families that come in and they want to be in the Niceville area. And the Eglin Air Force Base is, I believe it's the largest Air Force base acreage-wise in the entire country. It's like almost 500,000 acres of total land that the military occupies in this area for the base. Not all in one specific area here, but we're talking about some of the test sites that are around here.
A lot of it's just owned, almost like preserved by them.
Yeah, and you can get passes at Jackson Guard. You can get a pass and actually go out on some of the bases. You can go out there and go hunting. You can go dirt biking. You can go like mountain biking and mudding and all that kind of stuff on some of the military trails and reservation stuff. And being one of the biggest bases in the country, you know, they got over 10,000 military personnel. I believe it's like 7,000 civilians that work there as well. And the waiter here is trying to run us out. If you guys didn't notice. You guys done? Can you leave? You and your cameras?
So what do you guys rate your food?
Plus.
A+? What about yours, Mo?
I give mine a 7.5 out of 10.
3 meals and 2 appetizers. Total was $90 plus tip.
Heard of the show Vanderpump?
I've heard it.
Sandoval. So it's the show that she watches, and you know where our office, my office, and then our living room, right? So I go in there, I try to work. I have my own headphones, I put them on typically. But there's something about this show, Mo, that just draws me in. So I've caught myself multiple times, Mo. This side is all covered so she doesn't think I'm listening, and then like this side's like pulled back. And then I'm hoping it's bouncing off the wall, I can hear it like clearly. Then like I close like the doors and like I'm like peeking around the corner.
Yeah, you're sitting right next to the door.
And then it gets to the very end and I'm like, what the fuck's wrong with Tom?
Like the finale. I gotta watch the finale.
Why? How do they end like this? End of the season again?
No!
Don't they know what they're doing to me? Unbelievable.
Let's go downstairs.